Thank you very much, Marinочka, for coming out here today. Dropping your busy schedule. I know how overwhelming this could be just by having something important in your calendar. And now we're in the position where we are in this beautiful studio. A lot of people watch me perform here and they feel like I'm super comfortable. I want you to have the same experience today. Marina is my yoga teacher. Everyone, please welcome Marina Abayeva into the studio. She is absolutely magnificent human being. She helps a lot of different people that I come across transform their life. Not only she helped me in many ways to transform my personal life and how I view back pain, my family life, my busy work schedule, my busy life with family. She definitely helps my family as well. You helped my daughter-in-law. She was coming to you throughout the whole entire pregnancy. And with God's help, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. She didn't suffer for too long because she was consistently coming to your studio and she was consistently following your advice on how to not only do yoga, stay consistent on her breathing, eating right, and also meditating. So, Marinочка, let's begin. What brought you into this chapter of your life where I know you were extremely busy, extremely successful businesswoman? You started from a fashion industry and now you transitioned slowly with all the love that you developed for yoga and transitioning and changing your lifestyle. So let's begin. What transformed your life and why you began into yoga's journey and teaching others?
Thank you, Ola, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. As a woman, as a mother, and as a successful businesswoman, we all go through different challenges throughout life. And while I was working in corporate, I realized that I need to kind of change myself physically, emotional, and mentally. So I decided to sign up the gym. I really like the gym. I started doing different classes like spin. It used to be a step dance class, which I enjoyed. I took class of body weight. I did Zumba. I did different classes. And at the same time, I took one yoga class. I really enjoyed the class. After the class, I felt really relaxed, peaceful, and healthy mentally. So I took one time, two times, three times. I'm like, okay, something's changing in my body, in my mind. I became more calmer, more focused, more disciplined. Yoga really taught me how to be consistent. While doing those other classes, like on the spinning, because I started feeling my knees started hurting me. And through the weights, heavy weight lifting, I had pain in my shoulder. Actually, I tear my rotator cuff. So I kind of slowly just slow down all those activities and I started more focusing on yoga. I realized that yoga really helped me to kind of less pain on my joints, on my knees. I was more effective. I had more endurance, more strength, and I was more flexible. By sticking yoga, I realized I can have a longevity and I can think straight and I can kind of navigate not only myself, also my child, my husband, my family. I stick to yoga because it was part of me. And eventually, slowly, I became practicing every day. Every morning I start yoga and every night. My coworkers started seeing me that I'm changing, my family, and that was really big impact. So by changing me, I realized one thing, I'm not going to be able to change anyone. I can only change myself. When you change yourself, around you, everything changes. By changing myself, understanding myself better, I reflect on my families and my kid.
So would you say practicing yoga improved your family and business life?
Yes, definitely. It was hard to juggle between family with so many responsibilities at home and so many responsibilities at work. So you kind of want to balance out. The yoga helped me really balance out between workplace and home. Because sometimes what happens when we come home from work, we get so aggressive, so upset, so like we bring this home and realize it's not healthy because, you have to keep it at work. And when the way you come home, you have to be breathing, connecting, reading good books, talking to family members, and communicating.
Marinочка, what type of yoga do you teach?
One of my favorite is restorative. Throughout the day, you go through so many challenges. At the end of the day, I prefer to do restorative yoga because it's kind of, you bring your body back, you kind of rewind your body. I do teach also vinyasa flow. I teach Hatha yoga and Ashtanga yoga. I also teach kids. I have a kids yoga from 3 years old until 9 years old. I also teach yoga, chair yoga. It can be for older people, but it also can be for people who have problem with the joints or hips. They cannot sit on the floor, so they have opportunity to modify some poses through the chair. It's also not that easy. It's challenging, but at the same time, it gives you more opportunities for people who have a problem with the back pain.
Speaking about challenges and back pain, what ages do you teach? What is your typical students?
The students comes from 3 years old. It's so
Wow.
cute. You have no idea. I enjoy every time I teach kids from 3 years old, and I have from 85 years old.
Wow.
Yes. And you saw those people in my class
Right,
when
right,
we came.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing. And from each child, from each generation, you can learn. I'm still learning. From 3 years old, I become like 3 years old. When it's 85 years old, I become like 85 years old because I'm learning so much wisdom from them. And from children, I'm learning so much being fun. They're so free. They're so like pure. They're so like, you get so much energy from them. And I enjoy every moment. And kids love me. Actually, kids call me yoga mama.
Wow.
Yeah, very interesting.
Incredible.
Yes.
What made you transition your busy business life into becoming a teacher, and how long you been doing it?
I was actually, it was helping me at work. So, and one day I really enjoy doing this. And one day at night I came home from work, and every night I had a routine. With my personality, if I start doing something and if I see benefits, so I stick with this, and on the long run, I saw more benefits of it. So I realized one night I came home, I felt so amazing. I felt like bliss. Like I felt so, I don't know, energy. Not only, it's like I was in harmony with myself. And I'm like, oh my God, it's an amazing feeling. I have to share it with other ladies because we work so hard. We involve in so many different ways, like, helping kids, raising kids and working and take care of our husbands, mother-in-laws, our parents. I'm like, oh my God.
We are in the sandwich situation.
Yes. And I'm like, I have to share this with the other women. It's amazing. And also I realized when you're at work, that environment, and then you go home, it's another environment, and then you go to the gym.
So you need to adjust.
Yes. So, and I'm like, I want to create this place when a woman can go and just relax. And there is not a lot of people. It's very boutique, homey, very cozy place. I want to create a studio where people can come, just kind of get away from everyone, especially with this technology, what's going on now. Everybody's busy on the phone, an iPad, and, working from home. And people don't have chance to just get away from it. Even they want to, they don't know where to go. So that's why I created this space, beautiful space studio. So people can come, just let it go, and breathe, and just kind of relax, connect with themselves, and just enjoy their body and mind.
Well, following your passion and following your thoughts, how long you been teaching?
I've been teaching, I took my license in 2016, and since then I'm teaching. But it's interesting, I had no idea I'm going to teach. It was an accident. So I used to take yoga class. And the teacher,
it's not an accident. That's called universe is in the perfect order.
Probably. So the yoga teacher, Paula, because I loved yoga so much, and she knew, like when I was coming to yoga, I was always in first in the front, and she always saw me like, I'm doing the best pose. Like, look at Marina. First, I was embarrassed, and then I'm like, oh my God, okay, look at Marina. Then one day she was running late. She's like, Marina, you know what? I'm running late, but somebody needs to teach class because, she's going to get in trouble. I said, Paula, I can't. She's like, no, you can't. Let's just do it. So I was just thrown into this. So I really, I was a little bit sweaty, and I'm like, what I'm going to say? What's next move? Then actually I did it. It was 40 people in the class, and it was so amazing. People came like, oh my God, you did such a great job. You have to take your license. You're good at this. I'm like, no way. She's like, no, you have to do it. You help so many people. You motivate them. You inspire them. You inspire us. Please just take a license. And slowly by slowly, I realized I'm going to take I decided to take my license. Then I was teaching, you will not believe, at my mom's basement for almost a few years. And I used to go to people's houses.
I remember.
Yes, we started like that. So then yoga, COVID hit, and I was teaching outside at my parents' backyard. And I was very, very successful because people gained so much weight during the COVID, and there was so fear in that anxiety, panic.
Uncertainty.
Yes, and they were like so mental, emotional, physically destroyed. And I was happy. I never wore my mask. I was never wear gloves. I was happy. I was walking every day. I had the best time of my life during the COVID. I was stretching, breathing. I was so busy. You have no idea. And then slowly I saw my business, the expanding. People love it. People losing weight. People becoming more flexible. Less diseases. People start having less pain in their hip and neck. And people even went to school, like start passing the test well. And so they said to the friends and the family about me. And this friend brought another friend and mother and brother and couple. And slowly start building and building. And then I decide, to open a studio. Yeah, because what's also funny, my mom, at my parents' second floor, the place was vacant, and I'm like, and I thought about this idea, maybe should I try, but I was nervous. I never had business. I always work in the corporate. And my mom said, and my brother, like, why don't you do it? You're so busy, and I'm like, you know what? That's maybe it's luck. Maybe it's from the universe.
The second floor studio.
Yes. It took 2 months for me to kind of a little bit to construct the way I wanted to create, cute and beautiful colors. And this was from inside of me, my vision. And you'll no idea. People come and they can't wait to be in my studio. Like, I can't wait to be in your studio.
Well, I love coming to your studio, and this is a beautiful place to really isolate yourself from the world and really getting to the point where you're becoming super comfortable and just relax and just take your mind away from busy life and family life and busy, demanded life schedule.
Right.
Well, everyone, stay tuned for more episodes. We will be talking about so much more exciting stuff. What is yoga? What is meditation? On breathing, on exercising, and the power of really being able to connect with yourself. Please follow Marina on social media. Please reach out to her. By the way, Marina is coming out with a very special certificates for Mother's Day. She's going to promote specials. If you have any questions, her phone number will be listed. Welcome to call Marina, and she is definitely welcomes everyone to come out with their mothers and hopefully spend some quality time with their moms and trying to improve their health, well-being, and mental state. Stay tuned, everybody. Thanks for joining.